Hello everyone, and welcome back to Vampire The Masquerade Coteries of New York. So there's something that's bothering me. I went back and watched the end of last video. How we ended the video. This wasn't even hell. You know, the whole, oh you're hungry mark notifications with the blood. Those weren't even hell last video. Oh, at the end of last video. The last video was just self-regression presence tonight. But yet since I loaded, they're back. Somehow we became hungry through a load screen. That's apparently a thing. I don't know why. Well, I could think of reasons why, but the thing is we weren't hungry when we ended the video. But yet we are now when we reloaded the game and started the video. That's a thing. Huh. It's weird. But anyway, self-regression presence tonight, and it seems urgent. You find her already waiting for you, and Chloe pondering something. Takes a few moments of awkward silence before she speaks. Maybe we should have known that one that Adeline brought over. But no, they took her away. Her resistance defeat, there was a matter of great importance I need to ask you to resolve for me. Of course there is. You find what I'm about to say surprising, I'm sure, but I need you to hear me out. I need you to contact an important anarch figure in New York City and arrange a meeting for us. Our meeting with the anarchs? Pretty sure we are not supposed to meet with the anarchs. We are at war, right? France does look unfavorable at those who meet with the anarchs, that much is true. You find that with this, as with many other things, the camera's policies have more than a show of hypocrisy inherent in them. It comes hand in hand with use of medieval power structures. What we are forbidden to do, the prince may do willingly. Some of these things can be done in the open while others are kept secret as to not invite discord and discontent. You need to contact a man named Torque. He is an influential member of the movement and, like most of them, very suspicious of the camera. That's why I'm sending you to extend my invitation. Why are you scheming? Well, here's a good question. How do you know he'll talk to me? He won't. Oh, good. Not yet, anyway. You need to start further down the chain with the right story to spin. From my limited sources adjacent to the movement, I've given that your best chances to speak to Torque is to first meet with his right-hand woman, Mia. She's a regular at a club called the Leech Pit. Then it would be best if you present yourself as an anarch hopeful, flatly looking for a place of belonging. After you talk to Torque, should you mention my name in the meeting? Yeah, that makes sense. If I open fine with the camera, they might cut me off. We're gonna reveal cards once I have his attention. My thoughts exactly. After I suggest that we do not speak of this again until you arrange the meeting. There are many who would jump at the chance to use this against us. Kaiser, you prove you can get the job done. If it requires additional legwork, I trust you to deal with this task as greatly and covertly as possible. Get me that's all the time we can spare tonight. What I'm asking you is just part of a bigger whole, trust me. It'll be all worth it. Somehow I doubt that. It better be. I'm the one risking my neck with some kind of convoluted conspiracy. I'm real talk you will be down as much will be revealed. I think that when you hear our discussion, you'll be glad you helped me set it up. Jack would agree for the address of the Leech Pit. Help me introduce you to Torque. If he does, tell him I wish to meet. Let him pick the time and place, but let be soon. Proves to guard, tell him I have something that will help him gather allies against Boss Callahan. That should pique his interest. Good luck and obviously not worried about this to anyone else, not even any new friends you might have made in recent nights. This stays between us. Why she says that violent sentence suggests a not so fair threat. Her warm smile belies the impression. You want her to keep trusting you, you won't want to disappoint her. Huh. Greg gives you the address. The club is in Brooklyn. Apparently it's some kind of heavy metal bar for dedicated content space. Time to pay this me a visit. Or so much for making decisions tonight. Why is dealing with people tonight? You're at the middle of a concert. Music is loud, almost deafening. It takes you a while to get used to it. That is a bit loud, isn't it? This is not just sitting at all. You can barely focus on the noise, but you grit your teeth and decide to bear it. So you find me at the sooner you get out of this house. Outdoor says that's interesting. Not even affected by the volume control. That was just entirely too loud. Anyway, a group of a few dozen patrons are tightly packed together in the smell of their sweat, and you forward-sided blood overwhelms you momentarily as with so difficult that you find it. Turn you to the task at hand. Well, I do need a feed. I mean, look at that. I didn't have to feed, but now I do need a feed. Because I loaded and it's like, whoop, you're hungry. First you share with the Anots and how they fit into kindred politics. We had your short encounter at Corona Park, on which depicts your actual opinion of the faction. That might have just been a horrible first impression, but you keep your guard up just in case. Wait. That one's... Huh. That one's sus, because it has the fangs, but it's also that. Huh. Well, first things first, the atmosphere of this place is distracting you with a beef naggy to be fed. If you're to put your best foot forward, you better get that need out of the way temporarily. The place burns through out there, and you decide it might be easy to just grab a somewhat drunk consequence that starts fancy and see whether they'd be willing to indulge you. Sure enough, you chop up a tipsy patron and hit off greatly, augmenting your charm to power your blood in the interest of time. You don't catch her name. Be waiting for her boyfriend, but he wasn't showing up. As it shown, she's pretty much ready to dump him anyway, so hey, here's the new beginnings. Now if I can shot disappears down her throat, she kisses you in the mouth with super sloppy. That got breakfast overbearing, you take the chance to kiss her neck, then bite down. Yeah, her evening's drinking definitely covers the way your blood tastes, alcohol and alcohol. Not a combo you're unfamiliar with. Somebody smacks you in the head, rips you off the coat just as you look forward to flow. She throws you to the ground. Uh-oh, to the boyfriend. The argument they get into is your victim seemingly immediately sobers up, gives you the chance to meet someone in the new, now dispersing crowd. The concert is over. But at least I got a feed, right? Uh-huh. Just as you let the wind flows. So yeah, I did feed. But guess what? This... But still just there. I still don't understand how that fucking system works. Congratulations, you fed. You're still hungry. Wait, what? Sometimes I think it's just a graphical issue now. Oh, that's pissing me off. Having your show your instinct to return self and prepare to dodge a punch. Steady come face to face with a lanky woman in a jacket, 2 sizes too big for a brain. Oh, wait, that's you. Wait. Does she look like Adeline? Minus the... Like, she has the same hair as Adeline. practically, but with a, not the weird ass outfit with the, fought wolf skin or fought skin. Weird. It looks like Adeline, sort of, in a way. But it doesn't look like her at the same time. Follow me behind the bar, Lick. I've got a few questions, and you better give me snappy answers. You know what's good for you. Where's my... Oh, I have to press escape, right. Turn the ambulance back up a bit. Because that was the thing. Ambulance. Instead of music. She leads you through the bar to a back room that leads into her side room. I adjust my headset again. Indie metal band posters are plastered on every wall, some of them 20 or more years old, judging from the tour dates. An old sticky tape on some rickety chairs, or throwing pieces of furniture here. Sit down. Yeah, sure. Take a seat, the woman leans against one of the walls. Then to me, I'm guessing your visit here isn't a happy coincidence. Don't know you, so you even knew in New York or kept an outstandingly low profile. Have I, though? Both sound suspect, so before we take these pleasantries forward, answer this. Who did you run with? So here's the thing. We're not supposed to do that. That's probably dangerous. So let's start lying, right? Independent, I don't bow to anyone. Isn't that adorable? Listen, pleasure. You don't get to be this first in the game and not pick a side. Though second Inquisition folks are all too happy to pick on delusional kids like you. So the cams, they offer you rewards and plenty for your service, but never actually deliver. Fortunately, you, there's another option. Before I get to that, let's get one thing out of the open. She leans in. Some color report asks me for my domain. Or if you're just here to spy on me and the movement, I'll make sure you don't enjoy undead for much longer, God. There was a rhetorical question. Right, here's the pitch. Cameron likes to think they're the vanilla option. What with Prince Bitch Fanhood pretending that they were always in charge, but New York has never been a fully cammy city. They won the city in '99, but did they though? Did they? All I remember about New York in '99 was Food Lack was going to pop up once it became 2000. He was like, "Oh well, I'm up. I'm going to nom on them antediluvians." And then Christoph came and was like, "No, nay." That's all I remember about that. The camps have had their answers handed to them many times over the years, and the movement has been here at least as long as they have. Hell, I moved to New York City before World War II, and that was a good while after I saw the camera for what they are. A way to keep us all in subservient and in line. The Ivory Tower tell you they're the only safeguard for the traditions, and that's kind of the problem. There's only one tradition we in the movement feel should be respected, the masquerade, obviously. 'Cause yeah... Wait. Did what's-his-face, the guy who I thought was the bot but ended up being Anarch, say he didn't give a shit about the masquerade? But yeah, then there's the Anarchs who are like, hey, yeah, we care about the masquerade. It's like, wait. What? Bit confusing, isn't it? But yeah, it would make sense for them to care about the masquerade, because the masquerade's the only thing that really makes sense. You don't really want to, cause a scene and get everyone dead by... The Sabbat, they don't really give a shit. The Anarchs give at least not much of a shit. Now, everything else asked the Prince to tell you is a logical continuation of the masquerade, but really it's just a way to keep the elders powerful and in control. But she grimaces. Here's the thing: for all the talk of us bloodsuckers being solitary creatures, we need a community to keep up the masquerade community. Yes, but authority, not so much. We need counts of peers that keep the assholes and power-drunk fledglings in check, but not a field or prince to tell you what to feed or who to hunt down when they step on our toes. Takes a brief break from an indigent rant. The animals don't have a no, but leaders sure must follow. Boss Callahan's lead. So should I talk? So what are you saying? So I should talk to Callahan? No, I'm saying you should talk to somebody else. If you think about being well received in the city, you might need to go with the Callahan. But if you're serious about the animal cause itself, he's not your guy. Callahan eats up since you shits out self-preservation. His position as Baron. What is a Baron? As most basic, a Baron is a strong anarch who controls territory and wields authority over those living in it. One of the most common types of Barons is a lick who has a city neighborhood, or even just a building. The other common type is a Baron who attempts to control an entire city on his own, a local strongman. He behaves suspiciously like a camera prince. Basically, a Baron would be sort of like an anarch version of the prince. And his mighty shaky now, not least due to the fact he's batched out more than a shell of allies. So if you want any old foreign position power would do. He's doubling down. Negotiation is out. Intimidation is in. Tightening ranks is a precaution against the Second Inquisition. Surprised you by hacking spirit on the ground. Discuss. Since I'm done with the cannons, that should sound very familiar to you. You know better than Panholder and cronies are at this rate. Now you need to contact Torque, and wouldn't you know it, it's your lucky night because I'm the lick to do it through. How is it different from Callahan? Why the fuck are you really asking for it? Anger flares up again. But then it's just a naive question and not half-assed jab. Torque is the leader, local boundaries overseeing the small in Maine, but doing a very good job of it. Callahan notices, so he's giving him shit. Torque is taking like a champ. He's smart like that. For one of us rebels, he's got the patience of a saint. Makes you think back to how things used to be way back when. The stories are to be believed anyway. To me, I'm going to require a show of goodwill first. Val, what do you have in mind? That's Val, what do you have in mind? She flashes a mischievous half-smile. Appreciate your readiness, but I don't have the details just now. Ask for me at the bar when you're able. I'll leave something for you and we'll take it from there. Now come on, I gotta go. So watch out of the bar and you go your separate ways. Seems like there's nothing more to do than return here later and sit me here again and help you contact Torque. So, on that note, I thought I got rid of you. Oh, and hey, you're back. I thought I got rid of you, Frank Dougherty. And then there's that. Ah, shit. What to do? What to do? Ooh, you've had enough. I didn't even really get a deal with her. Wow, that seems bad. It's like we're just going to get rid of her. Wow. And also, so I'm gonna work more with Angelo, to be honest. He sort of grew on me. Maybe that voice I did for him. But that's 3 stuff I'm interested in. And we can only do 1 at the time. So fuck it, more detective work. It's been a while since you heard from D'Angelo. Maybe he's busy sticking his nose where it doesn't belong, or maybe he's pissed off the wrong people and is now wrong in a ditch somewhere. Anyway, now's as good a time as any to go check up on him. Make your way through the now familiar rusty maze of the Green Terminal and up to the stairs to D'Angelo's office. This time, however, you find the room firmly locked. There's no pin to the door. You rip it off and scan the correct lettering. There's been an overrun at the scene. Now, come to Pez to Corner Polanski and Garvey. ASAP. Besides, D'Angelo could use your help. Better get going. As for the address, D'Angelo gave you a squad car passing by, sirens flaring Before you make a turn for Cab Avenue onto Pulaski Street. Sure enough, the streets are washed with red light in the forest, so police cars parked on the nearest corner. Necessary ambulance confirm that you're in the right place. Move closer to what appears to be New York's finest convention, ground in the hopes of spying a familiar, if not altogether pleasant face. Nonchalant Jews, not for our lineage, D'Angelo's nowhere to be seen. Stop on the sidewalk across the street, trying not to draw attention to yourself. All of a sudden, one of the cops standing by the entrance to the building looks straight at you. Oh shit. The door taking you instinctively look away. Bad move, you think to yourself, if you notice him making his way towards you. There's the thing. Start walking away. Don't do that. That makes you sus. Don't walk away. Also makes you sus. Not letting pounds a second, you stand your ground, doing your best ordinary citizen impression. The cop waddles across the street towards you. Sense authority putting that extra spring in his step. Try to remain calm even as he puts his hand on his holster. Jeez, on his holster even. Shit, you can't help but mouth the word. This is about to get messy. Then he stops as if instantly realizing he was just inches away from a grisly demise. Waves at you dismissively and yells in a thick Brooklyn accent. Hey, it's your active crime scene. Be on your way. I think I went more for Boston accent than a Brooklyn accent there, but relieved, but trying not to show you put on your grumpy New Yorker face and start to walk away. You make your way past the dark alleyway, someone grabs you by the arm and pushes you into the shadows. Smell of cigars and cheap cologne? Don't give him away. Why is he wearing cologne? Good question. The gravely voice sure does. Nice save, I mean. Dumb to show your face around here in the first place, but still. Come on, I'm parked around the corner. Before you know you're sitting in the passenger seat of a busted out sedan parked half a block away, you're a nice view of the police gathering. Jeez, game. Oh yeah, we could tackle them. No. Well, it's tempting. No. It's very tempting, though. No. But I could nom them. No. How could I do something stupid here? No. No. We could take them, though. Oh, it's stupid. I can't believe I'm pressing this button, everyone. We could take them, no sweat, see? There's only two of them. That we know of. Might be more inside. I don't kid. I can't risk it. This seems downright stupid. No shit. Fuck it, balls. I want to do balls fall off from most of your skin. Where's your sense of adventure? Who lives are you? Though we never met, you could tell it got to him a bit. Funny kid. Fine, let's do it your way. Hell, I was getting hungry anyway. Just take it slow, don't make a mess of it. Get in close before you make your move. Take one, I'll nab the other. Nice and clean. You get out of the car, careful not to slam the door behind you. Take a good look around, scoping there, making sure there's no one around. Across the street, you look back and note that D'Angelo is no longer in the car. Good. That's how we get to position for when it's time to act. You move along the sidewalk, getting closer to the two cops as you get close to one of them. Looks your way with a look on his face saying, "Can I help you?" Before he can his mouth, you pounce on, sink your teeth into his neck, finding a thirst to save the moment you quickly make off of him into the shadows of the nearby alley. That way from prying eyes, you lean the unconscious cop against an overstuffed dumpster and finish your meal. It's not the most appetizing environment, but it'll have to do. You make it quick and to the point, gulping down the precious blood as if it were your last. Out of the corner of your eye, you see that D'Angelo and the other officer have joined the feast. Once you both had your fill, you lean the officers against the wall, mindful to put the hats back on. Don't let anyone say you're not respectful of authority. Nearly quiet before settling for a brief moment. You stand there listening intently, look around for any witnesses. Not so. It's like you got lucky this time. Find the crime scene proves easy enough. You just follow the police tape and before you know it, you're standing in the middle of what used to be someone's living room. His gift or fate? Maybe. That's what it said. The place has been completely trashed, no furniture, shattered glass, the works. Look around, you notice a sign scribbled on the nearby wall. It reads, "His gift or fate." You know, as for in typography, but the crooked letters are similar to the ones you saw back in Red Hook. Sure enough, that's very low in terms of blood, save for the occasional stain that's bound to end up on the carpet once you toss somebody through a glass coffee table. The Angel leans against the doorway. He seems lost in his thoughts, sucking a cigar, compulsively mumbling to himself. Lean over a bit, trying not to make it obvious that you're listening in. You manage to catch the last few lines of his monologue. The nights were kind to them so far, but the questions keep piling on. Now they found themselves amidst the wreckage of another life. It was up to them to sift through the debris and come up with a neat little pile of answers. Scientist is up as if sensing your eyes upon him. It's like he's writing his own detective novel as we go along. I think he's growing on me. Feel free to chip in, kid. Anything catch your eye? No blood, same as before. At least not spilled. So what does that tell us? If this was a feeding that the killer's kindred might be the one we're after. Might doesn't make it right. Let's not make assumptions until we see the body. See how the pattern is consistent. God damn it, I hate where this is going. Why, the thin blood angle seems to check out. It looks like you were right. Yeah, well this time I drove you wrong, alright? Anyway, looks like we're not getting any more out of this place. No way around it, we gotta see the body. In for a penny, in for a pound. Might as well be prudent. My thoughts exactly. The Dutch won't have it bad as it is. If I'm going to accuse one of them of breaching the masquerade, I want solid evidence. And I mean, rock fucking solid evidence. Lucky for us, I might know somebody who would get us an audience before dearly departed. Just as pulls out a cell phone, a busted old clamshell. He flips it open and spends a good minute browsing through the contacts, muttering to himself. Finally, he makes a call. Hey, you know who this is. Yeah, that favor you owe me? Time to deliver. I said, I know you got a fresh one. The murder in bed still. I need you to take a look. Yes, now. Yeah, you better. Then he hangs up, gives you a trademark wry smile. Anyway, so we're good. Yeah, we're good. Next stop, Kings County. Kings County, the bleeding heart of Brooklyn. Being as hard as ever with ambulance. After ambulance bringing in sick and wounded New Yorkers to be pumped through the tight arteries of the healthcare system. It's a dangerous place for kindred to show the face, incessantly crowded and full of people who specialize in noticing all sorts of physical afflictions, especially the sort that make up the very essence of a vampire's existence, for instance, death. Thankfully, your business here tonight keeps you away from the hectic human hive of the ER. Instead, you follow the ambulatory route to a quiet part of the underground parking lot that's closer to your current point of interest, the Kings County Morgue. And find yourself a convenient and suitably unlit spot near the hospital wall. You wait patiently for D'Angelo's contact to appear. Every now and then you glance over the undead gumshoe, as if to make sure his moldy mug isn't showing any signs of war. It isn't, or at least he's very good at hiding it. Finally, after 30 minutes or so, a lone figure emerges from a side entrance. As the human-shaped shadow walks by, you're quick to recognize him as the EMT you saw back at the murder site. Chloe knows the train something you, old redhead, can't seem to help but look back and make sure no one's following him. Finally stops and lights up a cigarette without even looking in your direction. Takes a puff and exclaims, seeming to no one, in particular. Room 112, you got 20 minutes. The answer speaks without looking at you. That's our cue. Follow the flying detective through the same door as the EMT walked out. Luckily, this wing of the hospital seems unusually empty. Still, the confidence with which DeAngelo makes his way through the white and green corridor makes it clear he's been here before. Why couldn't we learn obfuscate how to make this easier? Finally, he stops in front of one of the doors. Room 112, that just stopped. We're small with only one oversized freezer by the wall, a single slab mounted in its center. Sure enough, the body of a middle-aged man is splayed out on the stair surface. Even for a dead man, he seems unnaturally pale. Extreme blood loss would do that to you. Turns out you can't help but look at the man's face. His features twist in abject horror. This was not a peaceful death. Looking closer, you notice two small puncture wounds on the victim's neck. If ever there was a clear sign of a vampire attack, you've yet to see it. Looking over to Andrew, you notice his lips moving in familiar fashion. He's narrating again. Before he can utter an intelligible word, you cut in with a remark. Sucked dry, just like the last one. Yeah, I'm guessing you noticed the teeth marks as well. Plus the two berry fist marks on the victim's neck. Dead giveaway. Fuck. Someone killed the door swings up, retired looking man with a stethoscope around his neck walks in. His eyes fit stone in his clipboard, doesn't appear to notice you yet. You keep giving me feeding opportunities, thank you, Insignito. You pounce on the unexpected door to plunge your fangs through his rota. Precious liquid tastes sickeningly sweet, making you feel a bit lighthearted. It appears the good doctor has been getting higher in his own supply. Takes you a moment to get your fill, but when you're finally done, you immediately feel DeAnglo's eyes upon you. You start coming up with scarce way just smirks. You're a quick kid, I'll give you that. Beat me to it by a pube. Now come on, let's get out, Bill. Time to pay our dear privilege and another visit. Robert Lawson's home looks about the same as last time. No added security, no angry dogs prowling the yard. Appears that the thin-blooded Primogen would rather risk another visit from his old pal DeAngelo than to raise suspicion from his family and neighbors. Which is good, considering that's what he's about to get. Sure enough, the line Larson studies on, you catch a glimpse of the man himself shuffling about the room. Go to DeAngelo, wondering how you're going to get Larson's attention this time. First thing or Dr. Ryder throws a nearby street lamp and leans against it, making sure he's visible to any and all who happen to look. Looks like time for surgery is over. As the cover man's for Larson tonight notice, you see him lean against the window and storm out of the room. In mere seconds, he's down the front, and DeAnglo's face. Listen to me, you moody fuck. I've had just about enough of your shit. You won't pass me fine, but leave my family out of it. For a moment, DeAngelo just stands still, motionless, allowing Larson to get his frustrations out. Suddenly grabs the thin blood by the collar, lifts him off the ground, and smashes back against the lamppost. Are you finished? Alright, now you listen to me and listen good. You think I'm enjoying this? Think I like to be jerked around? Think I got nothing better than to hang around this little puppet theater you made for yourself? Now, if you give me a lead, I can follow, or I'll start remembering things you'd rather forget. First time since you met him, Larson looked speechless, his eyes wide to fill. You know, he muttered under his breath. You wouldn't dare. Try me. Kill awkward silence. You stand there with shifting eyes for one vampire's lover. It's time to impress the advantage to play the good cop. Shit, what do I want to do? Do we play good cop, bad cop? Fuck, why not? Take it easy, Lancho. Let's not make a scene. Why not? I like making a scene. It's not like we're getting shit done. Might as well make a show of it. Want my help? Put me the fuck down. With his feet back on the ground, Larson straightened his collar, fair attempt to pursue in some shred of dignity. There's a place in Manhattan, Lower East Side, one of the few places in the city where my people can find shelter. Yeah, I know it. If you go there right now, you might find what you're looking for. Sandra stared at him for a moment, just long enough to make it uncomfortable. We'd better. Find Angela loosens his grip. You both watch Larson limp back to his house, looking back over his shoulder, like he's going to tell the teacher on you. You look to your partner, meaning to ask what the hot hope, things you wrote forget deal was, as if sensing curiosity, Andrew cuts in with a preemptive mutter. Come on, we got what we came for. Reach the address Arthur gave you. Gee, this one here's a long one. Arthur gave you. You find yourself standing in front of what looks like an old garage. On the outside of the place, it's as uninteresting as it gets. You think it abandoned, if not for the few barely working lights. Look like a lot more than a feel. Illuminates shabby facade. Once you're inside, however, where there's a place worthy of being called a wretched hyphen of scum and villainy, this is probably it. The room is littered with drunks and crackheads, human and thin blood alike. Mine's lost in the cruel little words that bodies splayed out across the floor. D'Angelo leans over, whispers in your ear. I'll cover the back door. You stay near the front and let's look around and see what we can find. Or you can ask you exactly what you're supposed to be looking for. D'Angelo disappears into the shadows. Doing your best to blend in with the crowd, which is fairly difficult considering your upright position. You slowly make your way across the large room. Now when you know what you're looking for, you focus on the details and knowing smirk a hateful stare, anything that looks even the slightest bit suspicious. After a dozen so empty stares, you're almost ready to give it up, and suddenly something catches your eye. A young skinny woman hunched in the corner of the room. She gives you a bewildered look, a 1,000-yard stare that tells you beyond a shadow of doubt, it's her. You walk towards her to D'Angelo, emerging from the shadows right next to you. Nice catch. Kneels down beside her. You can tell he's trying to sound as comforting as possible with his gravely temporary. It's not really working out. Hey, it's okay. We're not here to hurt you. We just want to talk. So, what do you think she is? Well, besides the thin blood, what do you think her clan would possibly be? Huh. I'm not entirely sure. No, don't talk. Too loud. Too loud. Seems halfway out. It's like the lights are on, but whoever's inside is stumbling around after one hell of a bender. Alright, you like quiet? God. Can you tell me your name? Santa. That's why he called me. Suddenly you hear the door swing open behind you. Even though the night is fairly warm, a cold chill runs down your spine. You're towards the entrance. There's a woman standing there and something about her just screams kindred. Even though she seems comically overdressed with the situation somehow, you don't feel like cracking a smile. Whoever she is, you can tell she means business. Just make your way to the back of the room, not making any effort to sidestep any of the junkies and drunks. They all know well enough to get out of her way. Acting out brave for sure superior, you walk up to her. She looks as if at you if you were something that she just scraped off her shoe. You smile nervously without even knowing it. Sure, let's go with it. Hey, what's a girl like you doing in a place like this? You open your mouth, her hand shoots out, grabbing you by the throat. Oh, snap. The woman looks at you, tilting her head, as if examining a curious species of insect. Throwing her eyes shifts, she notices something behind you. Her face turns from disgusted curiosity to sheer annoyance. Nice hair. It's like you got a giant hive on top of your head. You. Hey Val, that's my assistant you got there. Do you mind? She rolls her eyes, you feel the grip of your neck loosen, you awkwardly fall to your feet. She makes her way towards D'Angelo, pushing you aside like a rag doll. Where is she? Gonna have to be a bit more specific, darling. Don't play coy, Jenny. The manslayer. Notice here, a bloodhound has begun. By order of the prince herself, the girl is to meet your final death. Oh shit, bloodhound even. Punishment sentencing a vampire to final death at the fangs of their peers. The core of the kindred in the system of punishing transgression is the law of retaliation. See, here's the thing. Remember the whole thing about that Sith's tradition? Well, you can't go punishing and murdering each other. However, then there's bloodhounds, which is basically, hey, this one vampire, all of you should totally go murder this one vampire. Fuck the traditions, just go murder them. But Yeah. Anyway. Let's go to meet your final death. Hold your horses, son, and conduct an investigation under the auspices of the sheriff. That counts for something, too. That's weird, I'm not here for some shit. I'm not here for some clip measuring contest. You want this to get ugly? Be my guest. Or is it just you step aside and let me do my job? By all means. Step aside in comic exaggerated fashion. Will you look at the corner where you last saw Sana, but find no trace of the girl? Well, B, I can swear she was just here. Valerie looked at Angelo. Smiled softly, but you could definitely try very hard not to rip his head off. You'll regret this. Story of my life. Without no words, he turns on hill, storms out. Angelo waves his hand in your general direction. Come on, kid. Let's get out of this shit hole. As you emerge from said shit hole, you feel the cool night breeze across your face. It's soothing. It almost makes you forget how shitty the last few hours have been. Almost. Okay, kid. I know you got questions, but it's getting early and I don't feel like having a Q&A session right now. For now, you get one question. Make it count. Okay, fine. Let's go with the most important question. Is it hard to believe that girl was a character? You know what you ran off to? Not sure, but I might have some ideas. Important thing is we know who we're looking for. Too bad Valerie knows it too. She's a scourge, kid. The fuck's a scourge? An executioner. Subordinated directly to the prince. So that sounds like sort of what we were in Bloodlines, doesn't it? I mean, doesn't it? In a way. So an execution is subordinated directly to the prince. Foreign farcer, part assassin, all around pain in the ass. Will we see more of her? You can bet on that. Well, that's fun. Before you ask, yes, we've run into each other in the past. No, I don't feel like talking about. Alright, kid, I don't know you, but I'm turning in. I'll figure some stuff out and keep looking for our girl. Feel free to swing by in the office in a night or two. Might be 2, given my plans. With that, he's done himself into the distance, not even bothering to keep to the shadows. Can't say you blame him. It has been a rough night. Well, we should probably rest then. Alright, and we're just... I was gonna say the music's already kicking in, yeah. But not as loud this time, thankfully. But anyway, as for now, you know the drill. Hope you all enjoyed, thank you all, and have a nice day or night. Till next time.